Grayson, Lorelei and Gray's son, coming at me. I fell to the ground as he tackled me and yelled, "Tag, you're it!" I hadn't gone down too hard, but it took me a moment to stop laughing. When I looked up, Maverick stood over me with his hand stretched out. I slid my palm against his, and it felt as though I was touching a live wire with how all of my nerve endings came to life. After he helped me up, I just gawked up at him, trying to catch my breath, acutely aware of the fact that we were surrounded by men who still saw me as a little girl, even though I was 25 years old. I knew that I needed to do something to break the sensual spell between us before one of them noticed my reaction to him. So I poked him in the chest and yelled, "Tag, you're it!" Then I sprinted toward a copse of trees where many of the kids had already found hiding spots. I had barely made it to my hiding spot before he gave chase. When he got close, I bit my lip to hold back my soft laughter, but not before a giggle trickled out. "Fair warning, baby," he growled as he prowled closer. "When I catch you, I'm not going to let you go." My lips curved into a grin. "What makes you think you'll be able to catch me?" Silence was my only answer, which only made me more confident that he wouldn't be able to find me. Staring down at the ground beneath the tree branch I was perched on, I was disappointed not to see a sign of him. "Giving up already?" Before I knew what was happening, the branch gave out beneath me, and I tumbled straight into Maverick's arms. Stunned that he had been able to creep up behind me, I blinked up at him in shock. Then he winked, and my cheeks filled with heat. "I win," he growled, his lips curving into a smile that had butterflies swarming in my belly. I smirked back at him. "So it seems, Maverick." He quirked a brow. "You know my name, so it's only fair that you tell me yours." "Molly Mackenzie," I murmured, hoping that the knowledge of who my father was wouldn't scare him off like it did with most men. The heat in his intense blue eyes didn't dim, but he did set me on my feet, which turned out to be a good thing. My dad's daughter radar must have gone off because he marched through the trees toward us before anything else could be said. His gaze darted between us, and a muscle jumped in his jaw when he saw how close we were standing. Pointing at the branch on the ground right next to us, I muttered, "You should be thanking Maverick for catching me instead of glaring at him." "And he should be hunting down the hiding spots of one of the kids so they don't get bored with the game instead of looking for you," my dad retorted, crossing his arms over his chest. "I already know exactly where my niece is hiding." Maverick jerked his chin at my dad. "Was planning on tagging her next." "Good." My shoulders slumped when the sexy biker stomped off in the direction Britta had run. "Did you come out here to ruin my fun, or were you planning on playing too?" "Stay away from Maverick. He's the VP of another club and a decade older than you," my dad growled. Considering what happened when my parents got together and their age gap, he was being incredibly hypocritical right now. "At least he didn't kidnap me like you did with Mom." "And he'd better not." My dad's eyes narrowed as he stared holes into Maverick's back. "We let him get away with that shit once, but being Kansas's big brother won't save him if he dares to mess with you." I had no doubt that my dad meant what he said, but that didn't stop me from wishing that Maverick wouldn't heed the warning he'd just been given.
Chapter 1. Maverick. A sane person would probably be second-guessing themselves when contemplating what I was about to do, but I'd been going crazy since the moment I laid eyes on Molly Mackenzie, the oldest daughter of Jared Mac Mackenzie, the president of the Silver Saints Motorcycle Club. They had a fierce reputation, and